Hey guys, the DOGE committee just got sued literally minutes after Donald Trump was sworn in yesterday. Here's the latest update from Fox News, guys. You don't want to miss this. We're going to break it down. We're going to dissect it. What is going on with this lawsuit? Check it out.
Hours after Donald Trump was actually president of the United States, we find out that Elon Musk and his DOGE is being sued. They say they violate in 3 separate lawsuits their transparency law and don't like the hiring practices. Here to make sense of it is Gregg Jarrett. Legally, DOGE is a problem when a guy gets paid $0 in order to streamline government and just make suggestions on how it's going to be done.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. By the way, it's like Miami Beach here because you turn on the air conditioning. Wow, this is...
I know. We open up
It's so hot here.
Right, I know. He's being sarcastic. But let's talk about what Elon Musk is thinking now. Does he have to put this whole thing on hold?
Well, first of all, you know, this is a premature lawsuit. It was actually filed before Trump, as you saw there, signed the executive order creating DOGE. And it's basically bureaucrats who object to cutting out wasteful spending. You know, this is the most bloated bureaucracy in world history. And bureaucrats don't want to lose their jobs, so they want to keep the government waste in there because it offers them full employment. So they're suing based on a 53-year-old law that says, well, if it's an advisory committee to the government, it has to be fully transparent and it must be balanced. You have to have bureaucrats on the advisory committee, which is utter nonsense. I don't think the lawsuit will succeed. It depends on how DOGE is constructed, and we don't know yet.
Yeah, I mean, he's beginning to set up areas of responsibility to study in the government, and then he's going to come up with some suggestions.
Yeah.
But if you see the way Elon Musk operates, he doesn't just have great ideas. He actually has great systems. He understands manufacturing. He understands workforce load.
That's true.
He just studies this as much as he does the science and the physics behind some of his creations. So he is really, I didn't realize until I read the book by Walter Isaacson how perfectly built he is to do just this in government.
Yeah, he's obviously a skilled, brilliant guy, an entrepreneur extraordinaire. And I think we need those kinds of skills on a DOGE committee to cut trillions of dollars in wasteful spending and costly regulations. If you leave it up to bureaucrats, they'll increase the debt and deficit.
All right, just I paid your fee. I want to get in some more legal advice from you.
All right.
Birthright citizenship. The president says he signed an executive order getting rid of it. So if your parents are here illegally and they give birth to a kid, that kid is an American if that kid is born here. He wants to end that. And he signed an EO to do that. Has he done that?
Well, the EO orders it done, and almost immediately he was sued. And so this will be tested in the court. Look, it's an uphill battle. 14th Amendment gives citizenships to people who are born here and subject to the jurisdiction of the United States. That's the phrase that Trump is going to test, arguing this is not what the framers intended. People here illegally and fraudulently are not necessarily subject to the jurisdiction and the laws of the United States because they shouldn't be here in the first place. So they shouldn't receive the benefit and government welfare, taxpayer-funded health care, passports, Social Security numbers. They should be removed. I do think it's an uphill battle because the Supreme Court in the past has been pretty clear that if you're born in the United States, regardless of your circumstance, you're a citizen.
Our founding fathers are looking to fill out the country. We wanted people for any way, shape, or form, and we have a different mindset now.
But the 14th Amendment was to give citizenship to formerly enslaved people. That was the original intent, ratified immediately after the Civil War. So there's going to be a great debate and discussion here about the original intent of the framers.
All right, let's do it. Let's have that debate because it's something we should keep politics out of and decide what's best for the country. Great to see you.
Let's hit the...
Okay, guys, I know you clicked on the video because of DOGE. We're going to talk about that. But first of all, let me know down in the comments, do you support birthright citizenship, or are you with Donald Trump and you think maybe this should go? This isn't what the framers intended. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think, guys. Also, okay, let's talk about DOGE, right? What's going on here? And first of all, can I just say, just because Donald Trump is president doesn't mean that it's going to be smooth sailing from here. Y'all are seeing every single thing that he's going to do is going to be faced with a lawsuit, is going to be faced with some kind of challenge. The liberals are angry. It's like you stepped on an ant pile, right? And they are literally just scattering and going crazy everywhere, and they're biting anything that doesn't look like their good, comfortable, old bureaucratic system. Anyway, but this is just another example of the weaponization of the legal system here in the United States. Liberals are using lawsuits as political tools rather than pursuing fair solutions. By attacking DOGE, like what's the end goal here? They're just trying to stop Trump. They're going to try to slow him down. But if you think about what's the purpose of DOGE, DOGE is to cut spending. It's to save money for the American people. It's to make our system better. I mean, look what Elon Musk has done with Tesla. Look what Elon Musk has done with SpaceX. Look what he's done with every single company that he's touched. He's trimmed it down. I mean, when he walked into Twitter, that was crazy, guys. And by the way, if you haven't read that book by Walter Isaacson, highly recommend, as it shows exactly the things that Elon Musk did with all of these companies. But when he walks into Twitter, I mean, he just got rid of everybody. He trimmed the fat like nobody's business. And you know what? He made the company profitable in record time. Record time. Absolutely insane what he was able to do. And if we would let him, if the American people would get behind him, he could do the same thing for the U.S. government. Cut the fat. But here's the thing. The fat that he's trying to cut is what is causing these lawsuits. That's right. It's the people that are in these cush jobs the American people are paying for that are suing him and saying, no, you can't do that. Why? Because it's a selfish interest, guys. And that's, again, why I'm saying it's a weaponization of the legal system. It's not to the benefit of the American people. It's not to your benefit. It's not to my benefit. It's to the benefit of the people that are sitting in those positions, getting paid to do nothing and getting paid a lot. And it diverts the attention from the meaningful policy debates, and these frivolous legal battles have got to stop, but they're not going to. They're going to continue. Donald Trump is going to have to deal with this for another 4 years. And then if he doesn't pardon himself, he's going to have to continue to deal with it for the rest of his life. It's absolutely insane. I mean, I hate to see him pull a Biden, guys, and pardon himself. But my goodness, have you ever seen anybody in American history be targeted legally and physically the way that Donald Trump has been targeted over the last few years? But what we need to do when it comes to DOGE, guys, is we've got to get back to free market principles. We got to get back to those free market principles, and we've got to turn the government into a capitalistic entity that actually makes sense, that's financially fiscal, that runs like a business and less like a bureaucracy. But guys, I really appreciate y'all watching this video. Hey, do me a big favor. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Join the community, guys. If you think like us, if you're a conservative Christian, guys, that thinks that we ought to return to some of the ways that made America great, hit that subscribe button and hit the like button while you're at it, guys. Those likes, the YouTube algorithm loves them. If you hit those likes, I appreciate it. Really helps out the channel, so I appreciate all the love and support, guys. Okay, I will see you again later with another video. Y'all take it easy, guys, and peace.